Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. If you're just tuning in, we're taking a look at what's happening during this holiday season, and A Christmas Carol is one of the best known and loved stories in the English language. My next guest is Chad Bauman. He serves as the executive director at the Milwaukee Repertory Theater. How are you, Chad?
Good. Thanks for having me, Andrea.
Thank you for being here, and happy holidays to you.
Same to you.
Well, with all that has gone on in the last somewhat 2 years, it is truly a blessing that the Milwaukee Rep is able to continue the legacy of presenting this timeless take of hope and redemption. So talk about the tradition of A Christmas Carol here in Milwaukee.
Well, it's Milwaukee's favorite holiday tradition. It's the second longest running production of A Christmas Carol in the country. It's been going on for 46 years, and every single year between 30 and 40,000 people come out to see it. And now it's really great to see it's been running long enough that we have 3 and 4 generations of families come in and see the production, and it's their highlight of the year. And it broke our heart to have to cancel it last year because of the pandemic. So it's incredibly special this year to see, particularly the young boys and girls all dressed up, coming with their parents to celebrate a holiday classic.
Absolutely. And what's equally fun is seeing all the young children who get the roles in this particular production. So, talk a little bit about this year's cast and how special it is to have like real kids playing Tiny Tim and all of those great characters.
That's true. The kids, they actually make the show every single year when Tiny Tim steps forward and delivers the solo. There's the sort of shore comes to a stop and people just applaud, and they're just adorable. So
Yes, you automatically think, now that's a future star for sure.
that's true.
Yes, so let's talk about a few other things. How not only with this production are you really putting people in the holiday spirit, but you really are looking at the mission that the Milwaukee Repertory Theater has in including everyone in the theater and having the opportunity to see and witness the live theater, but also each and every year you make a difference by giving back to the community as well.
That's true. Every year we give away thousands of free tickets to folks who might not be able to attend otherwise, and we collect on behalf of a very well-deserving community nonprofit. And in this case, it's United Community Center, and we've also done COA Youth and Family Centers in the past. And it's been great, Boys and Girls Club, and we always our folks are very, very generous, and so we use those funds not only to give to those organizations, but to also go out and purchase gifts and other supplies for families in need during the holiday season.
Absolutely. So there's actually a QR code that will appear in the program where people can give a donation right then and there, right?
That's right. So it's this is an unusual year because of the pandemic. We're just trying to make sure that everything is done safely, so folks can give using their mobile devices and do so electronically. Usually, we have our actors collecting on behalf at the end of the shows, but unfortunately, this year we can't do that.
So, for these families who return each and every year, as a tradition, you've said generations come back together to experience A Christmas Carol at the Milwaukee Rep. You always throw some type of twist to it, so they really don't know what may happen. But what are just, I don't want you to give anything away, but what are some things that people can expect for sure when they come out to see this outstanding production?
Well, this year, one of Milwaukee Rep's favorite actors, longtime past company member Lee Ernst, has returned to play Scrooge. He does an amazing job. We have a new actor in the role of Christmas Past as well, again, who does an incredible job. We have new costumes and a couple of new effects. So every single year there's something new, but this year it's just the feeling of gathering again and watching this tale of redemption means a little bit more because we haven't been able to gather as a country safely in the last several months. And so we're now doing that more than just in the last 4 months. About 40,000 folks have gone through our facilities, and not a single case of COVID has been traced back to anyone in the audiences. So the protocols are keeping us safe, and so you could be reassured that when you come here, you'll be safe.
I love that. So one thing I have on the last thing on the production of A Christmas Carol, I had the opportunity, I think it was an honor, to appear as a guest person in the production, and it's something you'll never forget, because not only are you taking in all this talent that's surrounding you, but you get a chance to be in the mix backstage and see how it really works. And when you say that these are true professionals, I don't know how they do it, but they pull it off, and it's amazing every single time they do it.
It's something to see. There's big pieces of scenery moving, really elaborate costumes, great effects, and everything's timed down to the second, because that's how you can only move 40 to 50 people on stage. And so, yes,
Yeah.
they're truly professionals, and I'm so glad you had that experience, because it's great. It's great.
Yeah, the one thing I'll never forget is that Victorian outfit. I could hardly get up and down those steps. So I'm like, wow. But really, I have great memories from that. But as we make our way into a new year, there are some other great productions that people can look forward to. January 4th through the 30th, there's Tony Stone by celebrated playwright Lydia Diamond. Fill us in on that.
Yeah, it's a great play. In fact, it was named the 2019 Best Play of the Year by the Wall Street Journal. And it's about the first female professional baseball player. And it's really, it's an exciting production because it's staged very physically. There's a lot of baseball players on the stage, and you really see the game sort of come alive through actors on the stage. And it's a great story, a female empowerment and a pioneer that led and broke barriers.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I just want to make people realize that this story of Tony Stone is of the first woman to go pro in baseball's Negro Leagues. And she took on this male-dominated sports world, and she shattered expectations. So this is one of those where you sit in the audience, I'm assuming, and I will soon find out, you get chill bumps, because you realize really that to walk into a male-dominated sport and play with the guys, that's unheard of.
Yeah, it's a moment in history that really needs a bigger spotlight on it. Prior to reading this play or seeing this production, I didn't know anything about it, and really, it's a great history here, and Tony Stone really should be celebrated.
I agree, and this play again takes you on the journey of her fight for love, equality, and a chance to do what she wanted to do most, and that is play baseball. So we can also look forward to the production Piano Men. That's set to be at the Rep January 7th through February 27th. So people have plenty of time to make plans to see that. So fill us in on that.
Yeah, it's going to be held in our Stackner Cabaret, and that's our smallest venue where you can come and you can get a drink and get something beforehand and watch a show all in one space. And this is going to be a great sort of dueling piano show. So you have two phenomenal piano players and musicians. Every single show is going to be different every night because the audience tells us what to play. And so they will shout out songs, our piano players will play them, and that'll be an evening of cabaret and special songs. So it's going to be amazing fun, and it's going to keep us on our feet, but it's going to be a great and entertaining and different production every night.
Wow, I didn't realize that that's the way it works. So that's a lot of fun in itself, especially if you go with your friends. And are there guidelines on what era, or are you just whatever comes to mind?
You know, I've seen them perform, and I got to say, they seem to know everything. So I'm sure there's limits to their knowledge, but maybe that's one of the games to see if you can stump them, right?
I love it. I really do. So it's equal parts concert and sing-along, inspired by the hardworking piano players who play everywhere, whether it's at bars, airports, hotel lobbies, concert halls. This is kind of a dedication to those people, right?
That's right. And it's going to be one entertaining and fun evening. These folks can really play it and play it well, and our audiences are going to love it.
I love that, especially when you have people from different generations in the audience. It's fun to be enlightened by what people know and would like to hear.
That's so true.
Yeah, so I think this is a good time to kind of tell everyone where they can go for ticket information and more information on all of the productions that we've talked about today.
Yeah, so come check us out online at MilwaukeeRep.com. So our entire schedule is up there. We do 15 productions over the course of the year, 700 plus performances. So there's always something on our 3 stages. And we do something for everyone, from musicals to classics to new plays. And I guarantee you'll come to the theater and walk away smiling and having a great time.
Yeah, and that's what I love most about the Milwaukee Rep. You really do make sure you choose things that represent people from all walks of life, from all cultures and backgrounds. And on many occasions, you give people a chance to do a Q&A so that people are even more enlightened about whatever the subject matter may be that they viewed.
That's completely right. So whatever community you come from, whatever type of person you are, you will see yourself reflected on stage at the Rep, because the beauty of the human condition is in the celebration of the diverse cultures that we all come from.
And that's what art really is all about. And you guys do such a great job in presenting art in its best form right here in our community. Chad, is there anything else that you wanted to tell our viewers about as we wrap up this segment?
No, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that supported us through the pandemic. The theater is back. We are full. It's a safe place to be. So come on out, bring your family, and have a great time.
All right, and once again, we're going to go over ticket information so everyone can make sure they jot that down and make plans to hang out with the Milwaukee Repertory Theater to see all these great plays.
Great. It's MilwaukeeRep.com.
MilwaukeeRep.com, simple as that. And the phone number you can call is 414-224-9490. Chad, it is always fun talking to you, and you know I'm going to be there checking out Tony Stone as soon as the new year kicks in, so I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Can't wait to see you in the new year.
All right, you take care. And Happy New Year to you.
Yes, same to you.
Chad Bauman is the executive director at the Milwaukee Repertory Theater. For more information, again, visit their website at MilwaukeeRep.com or call 414-224-9490. That is going to do it for today's show. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope you join us again next week as we take another look at Our Issues Milwaukee. Happy holidays.